Good evening, ghouls and ghosts, at this midnight hour. Welcome to the show devoted to midnight cinema and us insomniacs and wayward souls and freaks and weirdos. Today we're here to celebrate the life of Roddy Piper with Hell Comes to Frogtown, which I can't seem to aim without making glare. Oh, there we go, I got it.
Frogtown.
Frogtown! All hail the Frogtown! I have that edition also. I have every edition of this fucking movie. Because it keeps coming out with other movies that I want, and they're only available in the other form for cheap. Because the DEFCON 4 standalone is like $20, or I can buy the $4 for all in with Frogtown. Anyway, so Hell Comes to Frogtown is the story of an intrepid wasteland explorer who happens to be the only fertile male left, and he gets taken by the government, and he's used as a weapon of fertility? Anyway, shenanigans ensue, but, you know. And so had you seen this movie prior, Owen?
No, I don't. First time.
First time, jeez, man. This is a classic. So this was on TNT Monster Vision a lot in the 90s with Joe Bob Briggs. And I saw it a lot. It's a staple of midnight 90s cinema. Or it's midnight TV. Right. So, did you have like any expectations going into this? Did you have any idea what you were getting into?
I had no idea.
Oh God.
I mean, I knew there was frog people and that he had some sperm, but I didn't know the rest.
Or how insane some of it is. All right. How much of it do you remember?
I think the key points.
All right. I know it opens with Sam Hell getting in trouble with the border guard because he got the border guard's daughter pregnant.
Yeah. Which we don't even see that. He's tied to a chair when we see him.
Right.
The guy's smashing bottles on his face.
Getting in trouble.
I don't remember any names, by the way, but the blonde girl with the glasses comes in.
I gotta open up. I had it open. I closed it. I'm dumb.
She comes in and, with her military papers, she's taking him, which pisses off the Border Patrol guy.
Her name, played by Sandal Bergman, is Spangle, which is a terrible name. Unless your name is Spangle, then I'm sorry I insulted you.
And then you get the lovely scene where you see they've put something on his junk. Beeping. He's now property of the military. His penis is.
Well, his penis is, yes. It's a matter of utmost national security. They apparently, that's right, they tracked him down because for the last 9 towns he's been to, he's left a wake of fucking pregnancies. So that's how they just tracked the pregnant people.
Yeah.
That's how they found him.
There was that one woman saying it's the highest fertility they've ever seen. So I have to assume there is some other people that are fertile. Like, he's not the only one, but he's just the highest.
Apparently he never misses a shot. Would you say his midichlorians are off the scale?
I would not say that.
Oh, man. Oh,
So,
man, this is such a great flick.
They basically make him sign a contract. He's now part of the military. And they're going on a mission to free a bunch of fertile women from the greenies.
Greenies. Yeah, it was a very racist term for frog people. So
he's not really willing, but he can't really do anything about it.
Oh, before that, though, let's talk about the fact that they find that random lady running through the desert, being chased by frog people or whatever, or by a slaver or something. I don't remember. But I do remember the awkward scene where they try to have them copulate with her.
Yeah.
Or they force them to have sex.
But first, you meet the military woman.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I got my order mixed up.
Yeah, and they load into the pink station wagon.
Hilariously, I've seen this movie dozens of times, and I don't remember the plot order as well as he does.
And then they run into the Border Patrol guy again, remember? And he was threatening to kill them.
Oh, that's right. And it's like, move it or die. Like, it's like, no, it's, what was the line? That Cease, the chick from Silk says to the guy, like, fuck, I don't remember. It was something like, move it or die. And he's like, he like goes to say something, and she's like, pulls out she's like, aims her fucking machine gun, belt-fed machine gun. And he's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, and it's still before that girl. They're camping their first night, and the blonde girl starts doing stuff with him, and then freaks out.
She's like, yeah, she's that's right. She starts doing some like erotic dance, and then I guess she's just trying to keep him like aroused at all times to keep his like fertility high. So like when it gets too far, she freaks out and like turns on the ball shock and shocks his nuts, tases his bros, if you will.
And then Soldier Girl is just like, I'm not fertile, but I've heard stories, and just gets naked.
Yeah.
Wants to do him.
Silk takes her top, just goes naked, like without even thinking about it, just all over him, and then. Yeah.
Which I assume Doctor does not approve.
Yeah. Yes. Spangle does not approve.
And that's when the next day, or the next night, they run into the girl running through the desert.
Oh, yeah, the other chick's name's Sentinella.
Sentinella.
Yes.
And apparently they tie her up, and then instantly the woman checks how fertile she is. Just
this runaway girl is played by Suzanne Solari, who was originally cast as the Sandal Bergman role, but then Sandal Bergman was brought onto the project. So
it's like, she's fertile, do her. He's like, wait, what? She's like tied up at that point too, and he tries to like be nice, give her some soup. She spits it. She's not talking to him at all. And then again, I'm terrible with the name. The blonde one injects her.
Spangle injects her
with this horny juice.
By the way, Runaway Girl is just known as Runaway Girl in the credits, so she's purely objectified in this film.
Yeah, because the doctor just has some horny juice, gives it to her, and then the very awkward scene where she's like, he's like, I can't just do that, and she's like, oh, you need some inspiration, and she does this really weird dance that's supposed to be sexy, and it does nothing, and then she gets all like sad.
That's great.
But he does it.
Yeah, she coerces them into having sex. She basically rapes both of them. Essentially, with each other. He rapes them with each other. She rapes them with each other. It's a really awkward. It's like in hindsight, in the 90s, it never came off as awkward, right? But like now, I'm like, this is really weird.
She comes out in the morning, and she's surprised that the girl's now all cleaned up. And he's still snuggling with her. And then she's like, the runaway girls, they give her like a pink outfit, which I guess means she's pregnant.
She's a mother, yeah. Because he never misses, remember?
Yeah. And she's like really nice to him all of a sudden and just talking away like, this is great. I'm going to miss you. I'm like, what?
Oh, God.
It was quite a switch from when they first captured her, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally weird, but yeah.
And it's pretty much a throwaway scene because, next they're just at Frogtown.
It's absolutely unnecessary, which is why I said she's totally objectified in this sequence. It's just there's no point to her. It was just there to give her a role because they felt bad because she got turned away for like after being cast, I'm guessing. That's my wild speculation on my part. I'm just saying. It's just so weird.
They're just trying to further hammer home the point that that's his mission, impregnate women. No matter when and where.
Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. Oh.
So she has a plan to get into Frogtown. Sam's just going to walk her in as a slave to do some bartering, basically.
Oh, right. He handcuffs her on the front, and I was like, why would he do that? She can still hit her earpiece. I'd handcuff her behind her back. Then she really is at your mercy. But still, the whole time, she refused. She played along, even though she's like, oh.
He was
sometimes.
He was enjoying it. He was stopping abruptly, choking her, and hamming it up.
Oh, yeah.
Although I questioned, like, when she was doing her awkward dance, that was supposed to be sexy. But then later, she opens up the back, and it's just full of all kinds of, like, kinky lingerie and stuff. I was like, that didn't come into play to turn him on. Just a awkward dance.
Yep, awkward dance, totally. Jesus Christ. The awkward dance is, well, it was awkward. Wow.
Yeah. And then they just leave a military girl behind. Just to smoke
she won't be a slave, so she's just going to stay by the wagon and wait for the sign. The sign is a flare being shot into the sky. We'll get to that part later.
Yeah. She's like pretty much out of the movie until the very end at this point.
Yep.
So they enter Frogtown into a bar, and Sam runs into an old mining buddy.
Oh, played by Rory Calhoun. Good old Rory Calhoun, hamming it up, doing his best. He is Looney Tunes, that's his name. Looney Tunes,
yes.
Yes.
He found plutonium under Frogtown.
Yes. He also was in Rollerblade Warriors by the same director, which we're going to end up watching at some point, just so we're clear.
There was also I guess you could call her sexy frog dancer dancing away. There was a lot of shots of her.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes sets up the meeting. They're negotiating a price for the girl. When at some point in there, the frog woman comes up and tells the girl that she loves her, which is the sign that she's the mole in the town.
Yeah. She's a frog spy, if you will.
But I don't remember the guy's name, but he had a sweet fez, the frog guy.
The frog guy, yes. I don't remember the flavor's name. The guy with the beard. What was his name? Shit.
Yeah.
Bull or Leroy? Leroy, I think.
But he gets interrupted by
his patent. Fuck.
By the guy with the patch on his eye.
That's Bull. Yeah.
That's Bull. And he's like, bid. And he bids 5, what was it, lily pads? Or lilies?
Yeah, 5 lily pads. You know, the going price is like 50.
And then he just takes her. And he knocks out Roddy Piper with gut punches him into an object.
Yeah, this is the best fucking frog character because he just has these crazy hearty laughs, this maniacal giggling, and he says the best fucking lines. You know, you're kind of a weird guy, as he's holding a chainsaw later. But I'm just saying, like, this is some of the best lines. It's great.
And sometimes he's not even speaking; he's just like blah 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 blah, just making weird noises,
moving around all animated and shit. Oh, he's so good. It's the best part of the battle. I was just laughing. I'm die laughing in this area.
Oh yeah, and the best line, or for me, the best line in the movie when the guy's like, "It's not that way, Bo," and it's like, "Shut your hole." And he just, shut your hole. And they left the prosthetic mouth way open too long because you could just see it's just painted inside. There's no hole or anything. Makeup wasn't bad though. It was pretty decent. I mean, it's obvious rubber mask, but it was still pretty good. Their eyes blinked and stuff.
I gotta tell you, you are one weird dude. I just love that.
But Roddy's not dead. He wakes up with the help of the dancing frog girl.
Yes.
Who instantly wants to have sex with him.
You know, I'm just saying. Yeah.
There's some stories going around.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
But I mean, time. We have time constraints. Gotta go. Bayliner. It's great.
And there's this is where it starts getting a little
fuzzy.
Yeah, because there was so much stuff going on.
Rory Calhoun, Looney Tunes is he's sneaking around and he gets caught by a guard and he shoots off a flare and it shoots the frog's face off, like the flare through his face, which triggers Silk to, that's not her character name, that's her character name in a different movie, to come to town now, and then we cut back to them trying to escape, I guess.
Well, there's you're missing the
what am I missing?
The three snake dance.
That happens right between that, because it takes a while for her to come back. So Rory Calhoun shoots the chick, and then it cuts to the Sandra Bergman with the dance of the three snakes.
Yeah, and at that same time in there, that's when Roddy gets captured. He's tied up. The guy's the chainsaw, cuts the thing off his junk, and then blows up in his face.
That's fucking great. I love it. Oh, I love it. And he's like, "Oh, so it was rigged." Boom. Yes.
And then there's the weird scenes before the snake dance where they're just rubbing Silk over her, which is apparently making her horny, the blonde girl.
Oh yeah, it was weird.
And then she dances, which the three snake dance is the main frog. Apparently it's three penises, and if the girls do the dance correctly, he gets horny. If not, they kill him. That's what I gathered from it.
Yes, that is correct. And when he revealed the three snakes, she was like, okay, oh no. The third one was the deal breaker, apparently.
That was that scene where her just reacting went on way too long, where she was looking at all of them.
Like, huh? Okay. The second one, not a problem. The second one. She was okay with a frog with two penises, right? Of normal size. She was like, I'll take both of those. And then she looks over, oh my God, no, that's not going, no. Like, it's a very glib way of putting it, but that's like that's the realization in her face. Like, holy crap, no. Lifestyle worth living. So she's kicked him in each of his ball sacks. He apparently has 3 ball sacks.
Or the penis heads.
Which does, by the way, nothing to him.
And then he
sells that shit like John Cena.
And then he jumps onto like a scaffolding area.
No. What happens is they pull guns and on her because they're gonna kill her, and then Sam Hill comes on 2 shotguns, kills those dudes, and then he jumps up onto the platform to get away from Sam Hill.
It looked like he was flying.
Yes, it just suddenly whee. It was just suddenly he goes down, and then they look up, and he's in the air. You have to piece the middle together. I think if I remember correctly, there's a comic book adaptation of this too, by the way.
I think before this as well, Eye Patch Guy kills the girl frog.
Yeah,
he stabs him and lifts him up and tosses him.
Right.
But now military girl comes in the pink wagon, which I called the pussy wagon, but you didn't want me to.
Oh my God.
Come on. No. That's what it is.
No. Oh yeah. Moving on. Just keep the train moving.
She has that great line of eat lead or eat dirt.
That's the line.
They instantly just drop.
I think that's the line she used at the beginning, eat lead, eat dirt, and
it works this time.
Yes. Because it's the first time the guards refused to move, they dove out of the way. Like, oh shit.
What happened to the miner at this point?
He got killed.
He got killed?
Mm-hmm.
There's that one death that I never remember.
Hey, he got killed. It happened.
But they saved all the women, except for Frog Woman. And they all load up and they take off, but they're being chased by the main frog, boss
Mad
frog.
Max car sequence. The road warrior car sequence, that's what it is. Every one of these post-apocalyptic flicks got to mention Road Warrior, of course, in some way.
Which it looks like they've gotten away, or at least they're far enough ahead of the frog's vehicle. But they get stopped by somebody wearing a mask. Who is it?
Oh, you're asking me. I'm sorry.
You don't remember?
I gotta go back to the other page. I don't remember.
Border Patrol.
Oh, that's right. That's right. William Smith is Captain Devlin / Count Sodom.
He's got a Desert Eagle and a rocket launcher.
Yes.
And he's going to kill them all because there's too many women leading him around by the short hairs. That's what he says.
Yeah, he's incredibly misogynist.
He's going to shoot the blonde woman again. Can't remember her name.
Spangle.
He's going to shoot Spangle because obviously even he knows that Sam and Spangle are in love. Mm-hmm. He sees it.
I mean, it's obvious.
And for some reason, instead of Roddy reaching back for the sword, he's just like, you need to hand it to me, to the girl behind her.
Because you shoot them all in response. Yeah. So she's standing behind and hidden. She's trying to like, you know.
She's like, I'm a pacifist.
We're all going to die.
And literally, she only lifts it like 3 inches. And he's like, wing.
It was just enough. That's the inches he needed to be able to to get a clean shot before he could pull the trigger, right? Like the half-second advantage.
Right through that guy.
Oh, yeah.
He drops rocket launcher.
Right through him.
Yeah. Drops his rocket launcher and pistol. Falls over a little rock. But he's gone when they go up there.
Ooh.
And then they're like, Sam, you go get him. We're going to wait here. Like, see you later, Sam.
Oh, man.
So he goes up, which is funny because he's like kicking him. He's like, nah, he's dead. But it's clearly you can see him breathing.
Oh, God, yeah. He's like, he's holding his breath. Shut up.
He rolls over and he's going to rocket launch him. But his foot slips, which makes the noise. So Roddy just shoots him with the deagle.
Shoot him with the deagle.
And then, like, done. But here's an explosion. The wagon is exploded. All the women are dead, he thinks.
Yeah, he's all sad. He's like, oh no. You know.
So he's going to rocket launch to the main frog. He lets the other 2 go.
This is Roddy acting his ass off, by the way.
Yeah. Click. Rocket launcher doesn't work. For some reason, Roddy fires all the rest of the deagle shots into the bumper of the vehicle. Nowhere near the frog guy. He just unloads into the back of the vehicle.
Thanks for sharing the video, John Steele. Really appreciate that.
And now we get our final showdown between Sam Hell and the frog boss, which is what I'm going to call him.
The frog boss. The frog boss. Like the South boss, but, you know, frog boss. Anyway. Dumb joke. Moving on.
They like punching each other. There was the frog had some pretty good moves. Like where he's like, he knocks him down and he like uppercuts him right in the nose. Just blood everywhere. I don't remember why, but they end up running up onto the rocks up on the cliff. That's where they're fighting. Right.
He was trying to get away. For some reason, he went up. Like, you know, a horror movie.
You get your classic scene where Sam can't quite reach his sword. It's just out of reach.
Oh, just out of reach. It's a cliche at this point, of course. You know.
Of course, at this point, the frog's hanging over the cliff, but has Roddy's foot. I keep jumping back between his name, Hell, and Roddy.
Yeah, whatever.
He's holding on to his foot so he doesn't fall.
He's not exactly acting like anyone other than himself. So, I mean, but it's not a problem, by the way. I love when him being him is fine. Just, you know.
But Mr. Hell grabs his sword, cuts the frog's hand off, and he falls to his death off the cliff.
Yep. Chops his hand, not even off, just chops his hand. So he lets go, apparently.
Well, it looked like... Yeah. It looked like he chopped it off because I swear it was still attached to his leg when he first fell. But when he fell, he still had his hand.
Yeah, it was weird. It was continuity error of awesomeness.
And then
Man.
somehow mopes back to the vehicle, grabs a little piece of what she was wearing. He's all sad. All his women are dead. But they're not. They're just hid behind a rock.
Yep, they were just over there the whole time.
And she apparently had time to change her clothes.
Had to get dressed, you know?
And they come around, and luckily he didn't blow up the frog's vehicle. They all load up, and he starts making out with the girl, the blonde girl.
Spangle.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
I don't know. It's great, though.
They start making out, because obviously they're in love, but he still has to do the duty of impregnating all the other women before he can sleep with her.
He seems pretty okay with this prospect.
I mean, I would say, like, hey, could you throw in the military girl too? You know, since you cock blocked me last time.
Yeah, I'm just saying you owe me one. Anyway, John. Oh, sorry, were you gonna say something?
No.
John Steele asks, didn't you say that this was getting a re-release from Arrow US? I said that's a rumor. It's a possibility. That is the strong possibility currently. So,
I think I need a Blu-ray now.
But yeah, it's $60. It's like $100 and something. I bought it for $60, and that was a good deal. But it's expensive because it's limited to 1,000 pieces.
I don't need it that bad.
Yeah, but I guess Arrow, the rumors in the rumor mill, it's grains of salt, all that shit, is that they got rights from a film catalog, which also includes Hellgate and Frogtown, and there's possibly going to be a re-release of those two titles. So, you know. Way it goes. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'll buy it again, actually.
It was my first time watching it. It was good, cheesy fun, man.
It definitely deserves to be in your collection. Anybody, if you're listening to this, anybody, like, it's classic.
I got the one I had for $3 at Big Lots.
Exactly. It's you can find the DEF CON 4 Hell Comes to Frogtown 2-pack for like $6. And then there's for $10, there's Grunt and I Like to Hurt People and Hell Comes to Frogtown for like $10. Of which, by the way, DEF CON 4, the standalone's really expensive compared to the 2-pack. So that's why I have that one. Yeah. I actually recommend the 3-pack with Grunt and I Like to Hurt People. May or may not be that in the future we'll be doing episodes on those fine movies, perhaps next year, as part of the WrestleMania festivities next April. So,
it almost seems like we're going to be doing a lot of Roddy movies this month.
Well, I mean, next week we're doing the Psy-Fighters. I mean, so
which I haven't seen because that came out in like 2009.
Holy fuck, it did. We're screwed.
Which
awful.
Because I watched a ton of Roddy movies in early 2000. So.
I thought I was watching the earlier one. Son of a bitch. All right, well, we'll watch that one first.
Which one were you thinking of?
That's one. Terminal Rush was the one I was thinking of, the 90s, 1996 one. No, Psy-Fighters came out in 2004 and 1996. What? There are two Psy-Fighters? Confused. Okay, so Psy-Fighters in 2004 has no Roddy Piper, but has Cynthia Rothrock, Lorenzo Lamas.
I've seen that one.
Don the Dragon Wilson.
That one, they get sucked into a video game.
And then Psy-Fighters from 1996, which should be this one, is Roddy Piper and Billy Drago.
The back says 2009. That's why I said that. But then again, there's so many spelling errors on the back of this that I'm not surprised.
By Samora Entertainment, a company I've never heard of before.
Like they misspelled death, new. There was another one too on there.
There was. SmoreEnt.com. Let's see what Smore Entertainment has released. Oh my god, they have a bunch of shit. You serious? Whoa. I'm so confused now. My whole world's been turned upside down. I was about to be snarky and shit, and what just happened? that was an interesting turn of events. All right, Amazon, you can help me find this better. More. I've never heard of this company before. I thought they were a fly-by-night company, but Jesus, they actually have stuff. I mean, stuff for like us, but not necessarily stuff for the general populace. To be fair. Whoa, blondes have more guns. Well, that's a winner.
Oh yeah, they spelled that with the G on the end.
There you go. That's the one. He sent all this to me in a message, and I looked in the back like, holy shit, you're right. I never noticed. I didn't actually read the back. I read the Amazon description like that someone gave. That was it. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I want these. Pair of 90s action sci-fi films starring Roddy Piper. Sold. Sounds awful. I love it. So yeah, I'm so glad we're not watching the other Psy-Fighters. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, John Steele has this release too? Or were you talking about the 3-pack of Hell Comes Frogtown? I forgot to look at the chat and see that, what time that came in. I wish there's a timestamp on the chat. Like, it's like little things like that. I wish they would do. Oh, God. I just scrolled. Anyway, so yeah, next week we'll be watching Psy-Fighters starring Roddy Piper and Billy Drago. On Lunar Base 4, correctional facility convict Adrian Dunn, played by Billy Drago, gets into an altercation with another prisoner over a cigarette. Oh, how typical. After Dunn kills him, something bursts from the corpse's face, landing in a wound in Dunn's arm and apparently causing his death. Death. I'm reading this as written. Death. The body is shipped back to his hometown of Boston for an autopsy. En route, Dunn revives, breaks out of the spaceport, and wanders the city, raping women at random and infecting them with a virus that causes infected to breathe out membrane. Okay, English. Black Shield cop Cameron Grayson, Roddy Piper, takes the case of tracking down Dunn, eventually leading to the discovery that the virus was bioengineered by the aliens to terraform our world into a suitable habitat for them. Grayson must stop both Dunn and the virus before the entire planet becomes an home of domineering alien race. Period.
And then after that, the week after that, 12 rounds 3.
Fuck you, by the way. Jesus Christ.
With Dean Ambrose.
Oh, God.
It also does not even follow the formula of the first one.
Oh, really?
No. This one is he's framed for a murder he didn't commit by dirty cops, and he's stuck in the precinct, and he has to fight off the dirty cops. And he only has 12 rounds in his gun.
Whoa.
So that's how they're loosely locked. Like,
that's actually an interesting way of going about that. I like that. I think that's a really smart way, because that's actually, if done right, that could actually be a pretty fun action film. Fuck, don't be like a son of a bitch.
I was just hoping for some really dumb criminal being like, you need to survive my 12 rounds, like the first one.
Oh, so John... Sorry.
I don't even think the first one they even made it to 12 rounds.
No, it was the 11th round, I think, right? That's when he defeated Dylan or whatever. So John Steele clarified he was talking about the DEF CON 4 Hell Comes to Frogtown double feature. So the week after that, we're going to be watching the King Daddy of them all, No Holds Barred. Which means Owen's going to have to get No Holds Barred.
I've seen it back in 1990 something.
Dookie! Oh, God. Gotta get so high for it, too.
I even vaguely remember them bringing the guy in for some wrestling matches on TV. Wasn't he at one of the pay-per-views to fight Hogan?
Yeah, Tiny Lister. Yeah, Zeus. Oh, God.
All I remember is Hogan, like, struggling to get out of the back of a limousine, but then he handily ripped the door off the front. And the guy craps or pisses himself.
Oh, what's that smell? Dookie! Oh, my God. Rip 'em! Oh my god, I can't wait. That's gonna be the end of the month fun right there. That's gonna get a lot of views. That's gonna be a popular one.
I need a Rip 'em t-shirt.
Yeah, that'd be badass. I wish I had money. Now I'd buy a Rip 'em t-shirt for the end of the month. I'm sure it's on Redbubble somewhere.
I've seen someone had one.
80s tees probably actually makes it. I think about it. It seems like their kind of thing. If not, 80s tees, get on that shit, bro. 1989, it counts. Even though you had stuff from the 90s and 2000s too, but whatever. So yeah, shall we wrap it up then?
Yep.
You have any final thoughts, words?
If you've never seen it, you got to see it. It's a staple in the cheese factory.
This is one of my favorites. I love it, and I'm gonna leave us with this. Shut your hole!